Hey there, Tiffany Thomas with wealthytiffany.com, and in today's video I'm going to share some big news with you guys that I'm super excited about. Vanguard has lowered some of their ETF fees, and I'm going to talk about what that means for you. And before we dive in, if you are serious about fast-tracking your financial freedom, then click the link below this video in the description and I can help you do that. Okay, let's talk about how Vanguard recently lowered their ETF fees and what this means for you and why I'm so excited about this. So I have done some videos about investing in index funds and ETFs. And one of the things that I talked about is when you invest in an ETF, which is an exchange traded fund, so it's following something else, you can start investing for a really low price. And the fund that I actually mentioned was a Vanguard fund, and it's called the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. And Vanguard has recently lowered their expense ratio, one of their fees, for this fund. And the reason that's so exciting is because now you can invest in this ETF for just the price of the ETF, which is around $150 now. And you're not paying that much in fees anymore. So it used to be at 0.04% expense ratio, and now they have lowered it at the end of April to 0.03%. And that may not sound like a lot, but when you guys are investing so much money into this certain ETF, that really builds up over time. So you can have thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of dollars. And if you have a really low expense ratio, then you're not going to pay that much in fees. So it really makes a huge difference. And I just want to give you an example. So if you invested $10,000 over a period of 10 years, and you got a 9% return on your money, you would be paying only $71 in fees in this expense ratio if you were invested in this Vanguard fund, the Total Stock Market ETF. And that's compared to category average, which you would be paying over $2,000 in fees for the 10 years. And that's just investing $10,000 flat. That doesn't include if you were to add an extra $100 every month or anything like that, just $10,000 flat. So that's a really huge difference. So you really want to pay attention to your expense ratio and make sure it is as low as possible, which is why this is so exciting that Vanguard made this even lower. I also have an index fund, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. So it's very similar to the ETF. But that has a 0.04% expense ratio, which is still really good. But you can go with the ETF, and if you are actually investing in this ETF with Vanguard, then you're not going to pay a commission charge to purchase or to sell this ETF, which if you're investing somewhere else, you're normally going to pay that commission fee, which could be around $5 or so. But if you have a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA or even a brokerage account set up at Vanguard and you purchase this Vanguard ETF, then you can start investing for just $150. That's it. It's incredible. You don't have to invest thousands of dollars, and you're not going to spend thousands of dollars in fees by investing in this ETF. So you guys, you can get started for $150 if you want to, and Vanguard is not paying me to say this. I really like their funds. They have really good returns, and Vanguard is owned by the shareholders, so by you if you're investing with Vanguard, essentially. So they don't really have an incentive to raise their fees, which, as you can see, this is proof because they actually lowered their fees on their ETFs, and they have a whole list of other ETFs that they lowered their expense ratios on. Another one is the S&P 500 ETF. That one's probably a pretty popular ETF as well. Like I said, you can get started investing if you wanted to just buy one share of the ETF, then you can totally do that, and you're going to be paying less in fees with the expense ratio. So if you guys found this video helpful, please like it and share it with someone else who needs this information. And you guys, I have another video about ETFs, index funds, and mutual funds. So if you are confused on differences or similarities about those, I'm going to leave the link for that video below this video, and you can check that out and understand more about ETFs and index funds. But if you guys have other content that you want me to create videos for, please comment below and share what that content is so that I can make more videos for you guys. And don't forget to check out my other videos on YouTube. There's a bunch about managing your money and making your money work for you. And if you guys are serious about becoming financially free at a young age, click the link below this video in the description and I can help you do that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.